Hello students, my name is Bhavna Singh. I am working as an assistant professor in St. Andrews Institute of Technology and Management. This is an online tutorial series of database management system. So let's get started with today's session. Students, this is our lecture 3 of unit 1, and in today's session we will discuss about what is a file system, what is a DBMS, what are the basic limitations of file system, and how DBMS has overcome it. That is, what are the various advantages of DBMS over file system. And at last we will discuss what is the difference between file oriented system and database system. So let's get started with today's session. Now let us first discuss what is a file system. See, what happens previously, we used to do the paperwork. All the entries, they were done manually in the registers, you can say, or all the paperwork was done for the different departments. And whenever we want to store something, we stored in a paper like a registers, or we used to do all the entries with the help of pen and paper. But then file based system, they were developed as a better alternatives to the paper based filing system, and by this the files, they can be stored on the computers, and the data that can be accessed more efficiently. So it was commonly used by the large companies where the different departments, they look after their own data. And in this file system, we have different files for different application programs. And this in this file system, data is directly stored in a set of files. It contains flat files that have no relation to other files. That means in this we are storing the data in different files. The data for different application programs is stored in different files, and in the file system it contains flat files. Flat files means when only one table, it is stored in a single file, and that single file we known as the flat file. So we have defined what is file system, we have understood what is file system. Now we will discuss what is a DBMS, because in today's session we will compare both these things. We will compare both the techniques, that is what is file system and what is DBMS, and what are the various limitations and how DBMS is overcoming that limitations. So it is very much important to understand what is the file system and what is DBMS, and therefore it will become easier for us to compare and contrast both of them. So in the previous section also, we have discussed that DBMS is a software which is used for storing, retrieving, manipulating and managing data in a database. That means in DBMS, which is database management system, we are storing all the files in a single repository, and we are able to store the data, to retrieve the data, to manage the data in a very effective manner as compared to the file system. It also provides us a group of commands to manipulate the database and acts as an interface between the end user and the database. That means it provides us with various commands like to insert, to delete, to update. All these commands we can use to enter and update all the records inside the database, and it is also acting as an interface, that is provide the user queries can be provided to the application program, and then it is taken by the DBMS. With the help of this query, the DBMS, it extracts the information from the database and sends it back to the user with the help of application program. So all these things, in this way the DBMS provides these functions, and it also does the following things, following functions like it defines data, it update data, retrieve data and administration of users. That means with the help of DBMS we can define the data, that is we can create the database or table, and we can update the data which is stored in the database. For example, if I want to update the data, or if I want to update the address of a student, then with using the update command I can easily do this. Then third one is it also helps us to extract some information from the database. And then the last one is administration of users. That means it provides us with the security features, and it provides us with the data integrity, so that any unauthorized access can be prevented. So all these are the basic functions that the DBMS is performing. So in the next slides we'll study how it is better than the file based systems. Now we will discuss the limitations of file based system one by one. The first one is data redundancy. What is the meaning of this term redundancy? as we have already discussed in the previous sessions also, that redundancy means duplication of data. That means we are storing the multiple copies of the same data at different places. For example, let's take an example like we have a student who is enrolled for two courses in a college. So in that case, we have to maintain that details of that student at two places for the two courses. So this is the main problem of file based system, because we are maintaining multiple files in file based system, and because of that only we have to store the details at multiple places. So this will take more storage than needed, and it will cost higher, and response time will be lesser. So it is one of the main issue of file based system. Then the second main issue of file system is data inconsistency. Inconsistency means which is not stable. In file system, data is not stable because we are storing the data in multiple places, in multiple files. And let's suppose if we have updated only one file, whenever a student, for example, request us to change his address, then we have to update that address at two places. But in case if we have modified only one place and we have left the other place as unupdated, then this can lead to data inconsistency, because we have different information of that particular student at different places. Then the next limitation is data isolation. Data isolation, it is a big disadvantage for file system, because in this the data is scattered in multiple files, and all the files, they are stored in different formats. All the application programs, they are different. So we have to write, or we have to retrieve the appropriate data from different application programs, which becomes a very much difficult task for us, because every time it's not possible to write new application programs to retrieve the particular data from the different files. Now we have next issue, that is atomicity issue. Atomicity means that whatever the transactions are occurring, either they have to execute it completely or not at all. But in case of file system, this system does not provide the atomicity, because there is no such feature in this system. For example, we have two persons, let's suppose we have one person named A and one person named B, and if A person wants to do some transactions or want to transfer some amount, let's suppose 1000 rupees or 2000 rupees to the account of person B, and so in this case the transaction consists of multiple operations, like first debit has to be occur from A's account, and then it has to be credit to B's accounts. So if in case a computer system fails, and it fails after the first operation, that is A's account has been debited by rupees 1000 or rupees 2000, but that amount was not credited to the B's account, so in that case transaction is not fully executed, and rollback of operation, it should be occurred in this, but in this file system rollback is not provided. So therefore it is very much difficult to achieve this atomicity in file processing systems. Then next we have data security. It is one of the most complicated problem of file based system, because in this it does not provide any proper security system against the illegal access of data, and anyone can easily change or anyone can easily delete any data from that is stored in the data files. So data security features are not provided by the file based system. Then next we have data sharing. See what happens in file based system, the data, it is scattered in multiple files, and all the files, they have different formats. All the application programs, they have different formats, and these files, they are stored in different folders, maybe of different departments, you can say. So due to this data isolation, it is very much difficult to share the data among all these departments, or you can say among all these different application programs. So now we will discuss what are the various advantages of database management system over the file based system. In the previous sections, in the previous slides, we have discussed what were the limitations of file based system, and now in this session we will discuss how DBMS has overcome it. The first point is data redundancy and inconsistency. See, in case of file based system, we have multiple files, then the data is stored into multiple files. So due to that storage, it leads to redundancy of data. That means we are storing the same data in multiple places, in multiple copies. But in case of DBMS, we have a central repository. We are storing all the data in the single database only. So in this case, we are not storing data into multiple files. So this reduces the redundancy. Whatever we are storing at a single place only. And the second point is inconsistency. That means in file-based system, due to redundancy, inconsistency of data occurs because we are storing the data in multiple files, and if we apply updation to one file and not to the other, that would result in the inconsistent data. But in case of DBMS, whatever updation we want to apply, we have to apply that on the single database only. So there is no point of inconsistency. Then the second one, we have data sharing. In case of file system, it does not allow us to share data because of data isolation. But in case of DBMS, data sharing is very much easy because of the centralized system, and it provides the sharing features also. Now the next point is data concurrency. See what happens in DBMS, it allows concurrent transactions. That means multiple transactions, they can execute simultaneously at one time. And in this DBMS, it also avoids anomalies. For example, if there are two users and they are doing some access, or they are accessing the database at the same time, so it avoids anomalies by providing a locking system to that database. That means if one user is using that database, if one user is accessing that database, it applies some lock to that particular data item, so that nobody else can use that particular data item, or nobody else can modify that particular data item at that time. So by providing this locking system, this DBMS, it controls anomalies and it provides the concurrent transactions to execute simultaneously. But in case of file system, this system does not provide any procedure to stop this anomalies or to handle this concurrent executions. Now data searching is not very much efficient in file based system, you can say, because for that for every application program, we have to apply different search operations on that system, because all the files, they are scattered in multiple application programs, so it becomes a very much tedious job, you can say. But in case of DBMS, we can use simple queries to extract the data from the database. You can apply any query for selecting, for updating, for deleting, for alter, rename, all these queries that we can apply, and with the help of these queries, we can easily retrieve the data from the database. Then the next point is data integrity. Data integrity means this DBMS, it maintains the data integrity by enforcing some user defined constraints. For example, they apply primary key constraints, they apply null value constraints, they apply checkboxes. So all these constraints, they are provided by the DBMS so as to improve the integrity. But these constraints, these are not provided by the file systems. Now till now we have discussed the limitations of file-based system and advantages of DBMS system. Now let us compare both the techniques with each other. That is the file system versus DBMS. First of all, DBMS is a collection of data and set of programs to access those data. That means a collection of related data is known as database management system, and all the data, they are stored at one single repository only. But a file based system is a collection of application programs that perform services for the users wishing to access information. That means in file based system, we have multiple copies of the files, and all the data, they are scattered at multiple files, and different application programs are maintained for that. Second point, repetition of data can be reduced. That means in DBMS, there is no data redundancy. But in file system, repetition of data cannot be reduced. That means file system, it provides data redundancy because we are storing the same data again and again. Third one, inconsistency of data can be avoided because there is no redundancy of data in DBMS. So due to that only, that the data becomes consistent and there is no inconsistency. But in case of file system, inconsistency of data cannot be avoided because we are storing the multiple files, we are creating the redundancy, and due to that only, if we update only one file and not the other, that would result in the inconsistency of data. Then the next one is data can be shared easily in DBMS, but in case of file system, data cannot be shared. In case of DBMS, the data can be accessed from the database through physically as well as logically, but data independence it is not provided in case of file system. Then the next is DBMS. It gives fast response to whatever the information is coming, whatever the request is coming, but as compared to that file system, it gives slow response to information request. There is a lack of security in file system, but in DBMS it restricts unauthorized access by providing some login or by giving some passwords. So in DBMS, data can be accessed by multiple users at the same point of time. That is, it is providing data concurrency and concurrent transactions can be executed at the same time. But in file system, there is a problem in concurrency control. The DBMS, it provides backup of data and restores the data to its original state after database failure, because in DBMS there is a procedure of rollback and we can roll back to the transaction from where the failure occurs, and there is a continuous backup of data occurs in DBMS. But in file system, data is not backup and there is no data recovery, and data may be lost if the some operation is failed. So these are the basic differences with the file system and the DBMS, and we have shown you that how DBMS has overcome the various limitations of file-based systems. So students, in today's session we have discussed the most important part of unit 1 of database management system, and these concepts are frequently asked in university exams also. So it is very much important for all of you to understand these important questions and to study these questions. The first one is, what are the various limitations of file based approach? You have to explain all the disadvantages or all the limitations of file system. And the second question is, how DBMS, how database management system has overcome all the limitations of file based system, as we have already discussed in the session only. So students, here we are completing our unit 1 of database management system. I hope it was a fruitful lesson for all of you, and in the next session we will start with unit 2 of database management system. Thank you so much for watching.